So what is the difference for you in those in trying to raise money on that lane, and then the lane of, hey, there's an ROI here, there is that kind of expected return?
One of the things we do at the nonprofit is we actually train the funders who are funding these films, because that quote unquote like free money will dry up if they don't see that ROI. Or I meet so many funders who get disillusioned. Oh, I tried that, it didn't work out. When we go to apply for grants, we talk about how to measure what matters. So we'll show social listening is an amazing tool. It's nice to live in a world where we can actually measure the online conversation. So you can show the impact. So before your film comes out, here was the conversation. Film comes out, here's the impact that it had, the spike in conversation, bringing more people to it. And then you can take that back to funders, right? So it's fund the impact. The film is actually just the beginning. So if you do it right, it's not, hey, give me for this film. When it comes out, we're all going to go home. It's help me start a movement, help me create awareness for this issue. Here's how we're going to measure what good looks like before you begin. And then those funders tell other funders, right? They all talk to each other. Hey, I actually had a great experience with this. Here's what I'm looking at, and now I know how to evaluate. And so they can fund projects with meaning rather than someone pitched me at a bar an idea. It sounds great. I want my money back, right? And money is just one ROI. I think especially in documentary film, not a lot of money in documentaries, right? If you want to go make money, go make the next Batman movie that just came out. But if you want to create change and your metrics are uplifting a community, investing in one person, those are the metrics we try and set our sights on, which is a little bit harder and takes more patience, but can be a lot more rewarding than just a return on an investment monetarily.
What challenges have you faced as a woman walking into these rooms, trying to raise this money, trying to inspire people because it's one thing to see a finished product on the screen and be moved. But it's another thing to have a treatment or have a pitch and walk into a room and say, okay, you need to give me money and I'm going to move you in this way. What challenges do you face when it comes to those types of meetings?
I think it's an uphill battle. So we've tried to flip the script a little bit and bet on ourselves by having a trailer already done or having a clip. Someone can see a treatment, but they're not going to be moved by it.
If you have someone who's aligned with the vision and mission and then they can actually see the impact with their own eyes, that's been like a real plus for us. We have not lost a sponsor in 10 years. So that's been really cool.
So you have to have a proof of concept. I think it'll just help you be above the rest. But in terms of other challenges, oftentimes, I guess this isn't just film, but you have to be betting on yourself. Is a common theme I think I hear. And so sometimes I get discouraged and it's like, do I believe in this? Are we going to be successful? And so just having that courage to be like, yes, we've got this. I see the end. Because in films, you know how it goes. Something's going to go wrong. It's always going to be delayed. It's going to be over budget. But if you have that end in mind and you start with the end in mind and you have that positivity for your whole team, you're going to get creative and figure it out. But I think that's why you see a lot more men because they're just confident from the start. Like, oh, yeah, I'm making a movie. It's going to be great, even when it's not great. And I think women are better problem solvers, but they just have to have the courage to speak up for that.
Right.
I feel like especially for women, whatever we're about to ask for because we should add a 0. Seriously, right? Like, don't undersell yourself. I'm sure we've got like a 20-page report on here's what it's going to do. It's like add a 0 because if you're that good with that amount, imagine if you have 10x, 20x. So that would just be my one piece.
I just want to say thank you both for being here. What you're both doing and have done is incredible, and as women, we can inspire and empower each other and the world. I also think as storytellers, it is important, and maybe I'm a little biased because I am a storyteller, but I think we have a responsibility and an opportunity to open everybody's eyes to all different walks of life, whether it be through documentary or through scripted. I think scripted is also a really beautiful way of kind of sneak attacking. You kind of get people in and then really have a message. So I feel like it's important to pay homage to all of the filmmakers in your community and with what you're doing, Joe. And I appreciate all of you for being here. And thank you, Fyli.
Yay.